I mean, it is unique, especially an Eastern Conference team. It takes this long to get to see them, but I mean, the schedule is what the schedule is. I don't think, it's any different. You have more data, more film, more things you can study when you're getting ready to face them. But I think we approach it pretty much the same.
Speaking of that data film, I mean, the team that you play tonight is going to be completely different than the team that you play in a few weeks. I mean, is that something that you think about at all, or not?
No, obviously it was a little more difficult preparing because, so many of their last games had guys that are no longer here. And you just have the Oklahoma City game really with the guys that have been, without or whatever. But for the most part, we watch and it's, same system, same schematics. And we just base our stuff on that.
And then I know that your approach to every game is you want your guys up for every game the same way. But obviously, like you look back at the Bucks game and how Jazz they worked for that one. Do you feel anything extra going into this game against a team that you out on the East?
I mean, I think our guys understand the importance of the game. But, at the same time, the focus is just on being who we are. We enjoy the tests that have been put in front of us. And that's one thing about our guys is their level of competition, their willingness to fight and go compete and try to pass those tests. And this is going to be another one for us tonight. This team, has, one of the guys who's probably leading for the MVP. They're always well coached, with Doc's team. So we've got to do our part tonight, but it'll be a fun test for us.
4 games with these guys.
We like to moderate, so we know where we're going. Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com, AJB.
What's up, Chris?
Given where you guys are and given where Philly is, what were your thoughts on the Philly Brooklyn trade that went down Thursday?
I mean, I think it's exciting for the league. You don't like to comment or coach, other teams, but obviously, having relationships and spending time with James and knowing Doc and those things like, both of those teams, I think, got better. And they're going to be dangerous, obviously. There's a ton of experience there, ton of talent there. So they're going to be competitive down the stretch. And I think the whole Eastern Conference is going to be a tough go down the stretch and into the playoffs.
And then you talked about it a little bit last night. Some of the guys talked about it last night as well. Just the level of comfort that they feel with Jared and Evan behind them on the back line and the defense. Is there an element of being too comfortable on the point of attack, knowing that you have the erasers back behind you?
I mean, I don't think so. I think our guys take one-on-one challenges and are pretty solid. What it allows you to do is just pick up your pressure on guys and try to get guys out of their comfort levels. And, a lot of the motion offenses take time to move the ball. And the more you can pressure those guys and make them put the ball on the floor can be disruptive and get them deeper into the clock. So I think that's the case more so than, feeling too comfortable.
4 games of your whatever 20-something left against the Sixers. Is there any carryover that comes along? You're going to play them your place back, especially since there's going to be a different team?
Well, again, obviously the team we play tonight will be different than the team we play moving forward. So for us, it's about preparing for the game in the moment and, putting our guys in the best position they can be in to be successful tonight. And we'll take that game by game. Obviously, as you move forward, you get to go back and study the film and see what they did against you that was successful, what you did that was successful, and then you can make your adjustments game by game.
Because you're in that tight jumble for the playoffs, doesn't it become even bigger from that and all these teams that are all one step together and separate?
Yeah, I mean, I think no matter what, we need to do our job. That's what we have to focus on. Obviously, when you're playing a team that's in the same range as you, those games are looked upon more heavily. But you still have to play each opponent the same because those games matters just as much. What's up, Gus?
Well, Darius goes through it pretty.
Yep.
And then when you have, I know we talked a little bit the other day, Darius, Harris, Ron, kind of that mix. How does it change? How does that help you?
Well, I think, all 3 of those guys can be dynamic with the basketball in their hands. And all of them can do multiple things offensively. They're not just, single-minded players, right? They're capable of scoring, they're capable of playmaking, they're capable of orchestrating. And then when you have those guys all on the floor, you can move the ball around and shift the ball, shift the court, and make the defense shift. And now you're attacking from different angles. So I think that would be helpful for us, to make our big guys' jobs easier.
And we know we see like when Darius is out there, he's like free flowing on the offense, but Harris have played that. How did you see that?
I mean, I think it works. It's obviously a work in progress for us. I think with Karras, it's a lot of, pick and rolls to initiate and then get the ball moving from there. Because obviously he's been with us such a short period of time. He doesn't have, the full grasp of all of our plays and things like that. So we're trying to keep it simple in the beginning, and then we'll grow it the longer he's with us.
What's the one thing you can pinpoint to the young team? I know athletic, but what's the one thing you can pinpoint to the success?
It's been our chemistry for sure. It's a group of guys who honestly are willing to do whatever it takes to help one another. And that's unique. Obviously, we have individuals with talent and skill and, the way we get after it defensively, but you can have those things and not have the chemistry. And there's no way we'd be in the position that we're in now.
Okay. And the second question about James, and I know you coached him before. When you see him and Embiid together, like, how do you think, well, not saying how it's going to work out, but what do you think, how do you think he's going to help the Sixers, and which way, the best way, biggest way?
Oh, I mean, James is a phenomenal talent. And he can impact winning in a bunch of different ways. He is, one of the, if not the most complete offensive player in our game. So, I'm sure, Doc is over there thinking of all the things that he can do, but he's going to make this team better. He makes his teammates better, and he's going to make it difficult on opposing teams.
Anything else in the room? Last question, Ashley.
Ashley Bastock, Cleveland.com. Hey, JB.
What's up, Ashley?
Just a quick question about Jarrett. I mean, I know he has this double-double streak going on right now. I think he's had one in each of the last 4 games. I guess when you have a guy like Embiid on the other side in a game like this, how helpful is it knowing he's on this role production-wise currently?
I mean, he's got his hands full tonight. But, what we know is that Jarrett's going to give it all. And, that's where those double-doubles come from. They come from him leading with his effort. And tonight may be a night where his job is just to keep, Embiid off the offensive boards, and the other guys have to come in and rebound. And Jarrett's not a stat stuffer guy. He's not just out playing for numbers. So if the right thing for him to do in the position for him is to just keep a guy off the glass, he'll do that too. But what we know is Jarrett's going to give us everything he has. And, again, that's where those numbers come from.
Thank you.
Thank you.